Last but not least, before we head over to TashaKLive.com and talk about Candy and Todd's alleged wife. Okay, definitely gonna be talking about Yandy and Mendices. Okay, also gonna be talking about. We got some exclusive information on Le'Veon Ball, Le'Veon Ball, I believe that's his name, or Levon Ball, and that $25 million judgment that his cousin got after she alleged that he had been taking her without her permission since she was 6 years old. So it was incest and taking her vagina, all the above. Okay, and he came out in the statement. We got some exclusive stuff on that and a lot of other stuff. Please subscribe to TashaKLive.com to see the second part of the show, okay? Where I'll be able to cuss and say what I want to say. Y'all know I've been off this live here for a minute, couple weeks. You know how you off for a couple weeks and you got to get back into the swing of things of working. And I was taking care of my dad all day. It's hot here, so yes, I'm here, okay? And thank you so much for waiting patiently for me, okay? And thank you for all the birthday wishes. I'm still celebrating. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Pisces season, and happy birthday if you're a Pisces, okay? All right, so Clarissa, her and I have been well, I don't know. I think her lawyers have just stopped going back and forth with my lawyers. And so we're just waiting on, allegations that she said that were made, that were, I guess, allegedly defamatory towards her. Like I said, we only named one defamatory allegation, and we've since apologized about that. And that was a post stating that Papoose had allegedly took her to Hawaii to get a high. Okay, and so we have rectified that. We have a whole news team that posts on our regard, you know what I'm saying, on our behalf. And so I can't post all that stuff around the clock, guys. I don't do that. I have a whole team. And what happens is if something gets posted, guess what? I'm the face of it. And so we've got it rectified. We sent out that apology, but the rest of the stuff is staying up. You dating a married man, you being a side chick and a mistress to a married man. It's a lot of stuff. And so I did not report on her marijuana allegations at all because I didn't know the full story. We've only posted what she's posted, and apparently her last fight that she was in, I think this is the one that Papoose opened for her, that she had to pay Papoose to open for her. He wasn't out there rapping for free, and he definitely ain't laying down with Clarissa for free. In my opinion, he's selling butt, in my opinion. Papoose, because he need it. He ain't got no job. So here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. But that's her man. She like it, okay? That's her man, and she's sticking beside him, period. Now, she has since come out. I do want to clarify this. She has since come out to say that they have lifted her suspension because they did suspend her after they found marijuana, I guess, in her cheek swab test. She went and basically, before the board, proved her case, did a piss test. It came back negative. They lifted her suspension, and she had this to say right here. Put a black...
Was I around somebody that's smoking? Yeah, I was. The Dork Federal. Mm-hmm. Everybody was in there smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, first of all, people don't know my life. I don't just sit on nobody while they smoking weed. That ain't even how I roll. That's not how I work. Clarissa Shields suspended for smoking weed. Do it look like I need some damn weed?
Yeah.
Huh? No, it don't. I never smoke weed, and I just went to trial on March 6th. So I went to trial on March 6th. Me and my lawyer sat in a meeting with the the State of Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission. Huh? Yeah, go ahead and put the congrats in the chat. We sat up on a meeting with them for an hour and a half for it to come back. For them to come back 8 days later and say, hey, they didn't say, hey, it was actually a court order. Yeah, it's a court order that I'm going to read to you guys.
Right.
That says that I'm unsuspended.
Okay.
And it say a lot of stuff. I'm just going to read it to you. And then I'm going to get down to the nitty-gritty of it. Because for everybody who shared that I was smoking weed and putting that weed shit on my name, you owe me an apology. I don't give a damn who you is. From the smallest peons to the biggest gods, you owe me an apology. My damn swab had got put in a towel before it got put in the actual container. So with all these things that had to be done, all these things that was done incorrectly and of negligence, and for them to do that.
We watched the live. I don't think she ever read the paper. She kept saying she was going to read it. And I think it was a Floyd Mayweather moment. You know how we be waiting on Floyd Mayweather to read? He be like, I can read. And then he said he going to read. He never read. It was a Floyd Mayweather. And I'm going to read this. But y'all need to apologize from the smallest peon to the highest of the gods. Apologize to me. Now, I don't know where she got the wig from and the flower and the chain and the bodysuit. I thought maybe she was auditioning for a movie role. I had no clue. I don't know who put that together. But she's the GOAT. But listen, I was waiting on her to read, but she did not read. So I'm still waiting on her to read it. But the suspension has been lifted because she didn't read it. She just posted the paperwork. And yeah, she since cleared her name. Now, the other stuff, Clarissa, we stand by. You are dating a married man. You are Let's get into the best friend. So her best friend came out here a couple weeks ago telling all of Clarissa business, and we were trying to figure out what warranted this. Like, why would you come out here? Jasmine, do you have a recap of that video? If you do play it, that would be great, because what she said was so out of pocket and just so, I was just like, now I tell a lot of people business, but even I have boundaries. Even I have boundaries. Do we have it, Jasmine? Yes or no? I can't hear you, Jazzy. Jazzy Faye, you texting me? I don't know why your sound is not working. I don't know if it's this, hold on for a second. Jazzy Faye. Jazzy, is you working? What the hell? Hold on for a second. I don't know what the hell going on with my phone. She okay? Jazzy? What you mean your mic's not working? Girl, I thought something had happened to you. You good? You was scaring me. Do we have the video? Okay, you ain't got it. All right, you could have typed that in the chat or something. Damn, bye. I'm thinking something had happened to her. Anyway, Jazz sleep, right? So her best friend came out here and was just saying that Clarissa used to fight pregnant and she was sleeping with her coaches and they got her pregnant. All of this while she was underage and she knew better. And I saw the video and I choked up. I was like, oh my God, girl, what are you doing? Like, I just felt like it was just too much. And if this is true, I don't know, because Clarissa hasn't said anything about it. She hasn't clapped back. She hasn't even acknowledged this woman. She hasn't even acknowledged that she knows this woman. And I just felt like, you know, this was just not her place to tell if Clarissa was in fact, you know, taken advantage of by her coaches. You know, and so I don't know what transpired between them, but I do know she saw the video and decided to clap back on me because I told her that it was not her place to tell Clarissa's story, which it's not. Especially if it was a story of someone taking advantage of her while she was a child. And it kind of explains what she's going through and why she's making the decisions that she's making today, chasing behind other people's husbands and stuff. And so it sounds like she likes authoritative men, and Papoose is one of them Hotep authoritative men. And so it's kind of what she's used to. And all of us have our trauma and our things that we've been through, but I just felt like she was doing too much. And she got more than irritated with me and made this video. And then I asked her to come up here and talk about it, but she blocked me. But here go the video, y'all. Let's go.
Body no more. When you can't eat off nobody no more, then that's when they want to start talking. Who was eating off of who? Because I always had my own money. I still got the Cash App receipts. This girl bought me a water bottle. I sure did send her $1.29. This girl bought me stuff from Smoothie King. Baby, I paid her back every dime and more. So if you're going to try to tell my story, at least tell it right. But you can't because you weren't there. But you have so much to say. Saying that, oh, Clarissa's going to beat my A. Too late because I already beat hers. This is what I'm saying. Where's the research at? Where's the research at? Funny how she sent a cease and a desist to you. I didn't get that sent to.
Okay. It wasn't much more to that video, but it was just like, she ain't gonna send it to me because she knows what I'm saying is fact. She hasn't even acknowledged this little girl. And if I was her, I wouldn't acknowledge her either. And she's saying that she beat Clarissa. And when she was around Clarissa, her and Clarissa, I guess, were boxing at the same time. Clarissa made it. She didn't. Anytime she was around Clarissa, if Clarissa paid for something, she got all the Cash App receipts to back it up. She was like, where were you when Clarissa was lying on my name? Clarissa didn't, even if Clarissa lied on your name, she didn't weaponize your trauma. Even if Clarissa did all of that, she did not weaponize your trauma. Now I get it. We cannot dictate how people respond back when they're hurt. But at the same time, it was like, that's not the way you want to handle that. And anything that she said in that video that she made, I said, listen, if you want to come on my platform and clear it up, I will gladly, if I said something wrong, I will gladly clear it up and apologize to you. But from where I stand and where I sit, that was not your place. Whatever she said about you, whether it was gossiping or this and that, she did not come out and still acknowledge it to this day. So I don't even see how you're even trying to justify Clarissa lying on you in interviews and doing all of this when she hasn't even acknowledged this. And it's funny how you're doing this now when she's up. Like, I can get if you want to hit back, oh, you messing with a married man, oh, you're doing that. Like, that's tit for tat. But she has not said your name. I've already asked her for an interview, hit in a DM. She blocked me. Because people like her like to control the narrative. They don't like to be challenged. So which means she's probably not telling the whole truth. That's probably what it is. When you go right to people and ask them what the issue is, especially if you got an issue with me, and instead of you responding, you block me, but you make a video, it's because you're trying to control a narrative because you know that you're not right. There's nothing that girl did to you that was so bad. And it sounds like if you had to pay her back for stuff, you didn't have it at the time. She fed you, bought you, you know what I'm saying? Brought you this, paid that. Yeah, you paid it back, but you still didn't have it, which means she had your back. What did she do? And you still didn't explain that in the video to warrant you weaponizing her trauma as if she brought that onto herself. You a hater. It sounds like she's a hater. And listen, you may have already beat her in the past, but I guarantee you, you can't beat Clarissa now. You can't beat her now. And that's why you running. That's why you on the internet blocking and running. Yeah. Because if she run up on your ass, you better have your block game on lock. There's a lot of people that get out here and pop shit on the internet, but when it's time to pop it for real, oh, they want to go block. They want to go call the police. Happens all the time. All the time. Anyway.